Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to beautiful Flannery Field for Week 6 of high school football here for the River Pilots. Tonight, the River Pilots are hosting the Shadyside Tigers. Pilots come in at 4-1. Shadyside comes in at 2-3. Dan, good to have you along here.
Good to have along also, Tim. Weather's a little bit different, a little bit cooler outside. Tonight's homecoming. Got some girls dressed up for homecoming. Looking nice.
Yep.
The River Varsity cheerleaders would like to thank some of this
tonight we're going to do the hot wing eating contest.
They include Mountain Meadows and Norris Farm
First week was
Event
at
Center, T&M Salon,
Hanks Place of Powhatan.
River High
Second week
School
was
Alumni
our tavern
Association,
in Clarendon.
Ohio
This week
Valley
was put on by the
Community
moms
Credit
here at
Union,
the school.
Dennis Miller Doors and
Both there.
Windows,
Had a
and
great
Hanks
time.
Place.
Had two seniors, and also we had Mr. Triffanoff and
Mr. James. That's the three principals, the high school principal and the junior high principal. And the cooks that night was Billy Paulson and
Tony Lawrence.
Tony Lawrence.
Yep.
They did a good job cooking things up. I think Mr. Lawrence he puckered a little bit. But boy, I tell you what, he stayed right with it. He stayed right with some hot wings.
Hot wings, yes. So we're going to go to it, and then we also have the interview from Coach Flannery. Pilots senior versus coaches hot wing eating contest. We have here with us head coach Mike Flannery. Coach, what's your thoughts on who's going to win the contest here?
Well, if you're basing it on these two guys here, definitely faces for radio only. I'm putting my money on the young ones.
Putting the money on the young ones. All right.
He will start crying.
There you have it. Coach Flannery's prediction is one of the players over the principals and coaches. All right, whenever you guys are ready, we have the timer ready. Need a timer. 10 minutes. All right, we have our 4 counters behind, right? Every now and then we're going to ask what the count is. Okay. Are you ready? I'm going to count down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, begin.
How they taste?
Again, we have Principal Triffanoff, River High School. Principal James from the grade school, also the defensive coordinator. When we have our 2 players here, Carter Dennis, and Chase Lawrence.
Go Carter, go Chase.
Come on, boys.
Go Carter. Look at Carter's face.
Let's go, Carter. You go.
I told my wife she's not to cook tonight.
Just clean the leg off. I don't know about that.
How many we got? How many we got, counters?
He's on 5.
5 for Carter.
4.
6 here.
4.
4 and 4. All right, we got a close race.
Go Chase.
Let's go, Carter. You got this.
We got some milk. We got some milk drinkers here. And some water drinkers. Coach James, how's it going? Okay. Mr. Triffanoff, what do you think? Warm? All right, not bad, good. Going all right, Joe?
Starting to heat up a little bit.
Chase, you doing good?
Oh, yeah.
Good, that boy.
That was a hot one.
Chase, who do you think's going to win this? You? Okay. Carter Dennis, what's your prediction? Carter, by the way, is not a wing person. So when Carter won the hot wing eating contest at the Claire Tavern, and Chase won the hot wing eating contest at Hank's Place. We want to thank those 2 places for sponsoring this. The first 2 rounds tonight. It's sponsored by the football moms.
Yay, football.
Nice chase on.
They're 13.
He's on 13 right now. 7? Oh my gosh, Chase.
What's the count here, Jim?
You've got a nice Simon 7.
13 for Chase. How about Carter?
the flavor, Jimmy.
Pardon me? 7. Coach James?
7.
Mr. Triffenoff?
a good meal.
6. We got this is the 2020 River Pilot Hot Wing Champion. Says participants Carter Dennis, Mr. Triffenoff, Chase Lawrence, and Mr. James. Let's go to the winner.
Don't give up, Chase. I didn't raise a glitter.
Let's go Carter. Come on, Carter. Start beasting that. Chase is slowing down. Start beasting that. Start beasting
Chase is on what, 15? 14?
Anybody need more water? Good?
Water, milk, anything?
Oh, Chase, you got it, didn't you?
Hey, who's got time?
Who's got the time? So 4 minutes left?
Uh-oh, we got one person that's already got the
6
first
minutes left, let's
first
go.
down. How many? 15 down for Chase.
Let's go, Carter.
Keep going.
Easy money.
Hey, we got some sweat beads on Coach down there on his forehead. Chase, you got anything to say you'd like to say to Mr. Triffenoff or Coach James right now?
I see,
Don't make fun of me if I start
I see Tony and Billy laughing back there as I'm going through these. So I know they did something.
It's a hot wing. Everybody does understand. These are hot wings. They're what? Burning? Just wait till later. That's it. And he froze,
I got toilet paper.
All right, Carter.
Come on.
Carter Dennis has his first 15 down.
Oh, boys.
Mr. Triffenoff has 1, 2, 3, 4, so he has 11 down. Coach James has got 8 down.
Let's go.
We're at the halfway mark, 5 minutes left. Pace yourself.
Needs more milk?
Water.
More water?
Here's another one here.
I got one.
Who wanted milk?
That milk is like mixed with hot sauce. Oh my god.
16 for Carter Dennis. How about Chase? 19.
They all come out of the same pond.
Mr. Triffenoff, you doing okay? Here, let me dab. Mr. Triffenoff is down to 3. He's got 12 in him.
God bless you, man. You got stronger behind than I got.
Coming off you school tomorrow.
Corey, you got 4 minutes.
Hey, there's a reason we do it on Tuesday, because you got to play football Friday.
If we get COVID leave, do we get hot wing leave too? Yeah, definitely gonna be some diarrhea.
I needed a bottle of Costco.
I took 3 Tums.
He's wiping the sauce
All right. Mr. Triffenoff's on number 14. He's got 13 down. How many we got down? 10. How about Carter? How many's he got? 17 down. 21 down for Chase. Uh-oh. Chase.
I don't think Chase is 8 in 2 days.
That's right on.
3 minutes left. 3 minutes
That's
left.
so hot. I mean, I get cold out a lot.
All the girls tell you that, right, Chase?
I don't, like, how can you eat that? Seriously.
I can't feel anything.
My face is numb.
I think they say suck it up. Go get some milk.
Suck it up,
Oh, you
Buttercup.
gotta make
Right?
your tackle.
I'm
Get in
on a
there.
helmet and rack heads and stuff like that, but when it comes to eating this thing, I can't.
You do know that Mike threw you under the bus.
I know he did.
Do it.
Of course he did.
Then win for us.
Being a little man on the field.
Hey,
Trust me, Billy, I'm
just
taking one
think,
for the team tonight.
this is for the team up
Taking
above
one-on-one,
Dilly's
let me
bottom.
tell you. If I get home, I'll definitely be
My
taking
coworker brought
one.
up, we're gonna call them the team above Dilly's bottom. That's what you're going
I
for.
can't, brother. Honestly, I can't.
How many's got in that box?
He's got 10 down. He's got 5 to
I
go.
didn't think I'd eat that many, honestly.
How many's Mr. T got, Tim?
Mr. Triffenoff, this is 15 right there for Mr.
Like, I
Triffenoff.
seriously.
What's Carter got?
He's gotten down 19.
Got any lemon pepper over there?
Oh, we got
Got a little hickory smoke.
Mr. Triffenoff got 15 down. How many we got here?
I'll just have-
24 for Chase.
I'll just have a salad.
20. So we got 24, 20, 15. Outside of Rance. How about Mr. James?
Go, Chase, get these
I
out.
think I got 10.
We're still
I would
good.
just, I would like
How
to
much time's
have
left?
a nice cold
Minute
salad.
15.
Come on, Chase, let's go. Go, Carter.
Yeah,
You need some more? Come on, Carter. Last one, he needs some more.
it's getting like, I'm sitting here and it's getting hot.
Carter.
I'm ready to cry.
You're almost there.
Do you have the tongs?
Caesar fingers, boy.
Where's his mother?
Carter, you tapping out?
You need more?
That's 21
Like, those are
quarter.
hot.
Oh, Chase.
Like, they're hot.
He's got, what,
Time's up,
24?
Erica.
I could be you in there,
30
Carter.
seconds.
24. 30 seconds.
You can at least eat one more, Chase.
Countdown's coming.
I don't want to help you eat one more.
Keep eating, man.
Keep eating.
Just do it, man.
I'll go cry.
Bet you can't get 30.
You got 10 seconds.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, wings it down. All right, let's get a count. Mr. James, 10. Mr. Triffenoff, 15. Carter Dennis, 22.
That's impressive.
26. The hot wing eating contest winner. There you go. Go ahead and wipe up, wipe down, whatever you want to do. Yeah, we want to thank the football moms for putting this on. We want to thank Hank's Place. We want to thank the Claire Tavern.
My mouth is on fire.
I'm sorry. That's the one.
Go ahead.
Really handed me
Finish
the
up.
start with. I'm sorry with that.
Any more paper towels?
Hey, we want to recognize Mr. Thompson and Mr. Lawrence for cooking these and giving the football moms. Hey guys,
In all
thank you very much.
seriousness, they were good.
Rest of the football players are here to help support them.
I can't eat any.
I can smell that from here. Chase, Chase, I can smell that from here.
That's like couple that I had were really good. Which one?
He's already tried that.
Again, the 2020 River Pilot Hot Wing Championship. The champion, Coach Slayman, would like to present you with the plaque. Again, we'd like to thank Mako, Danny Waldron from Mako for having that done. Congratulations. Chase, stand up, if you would.
I don't know if I can.
How about what do you have to say about this? What do you think about Mr. Triffenoff and Mr. James? I'm going to set you up here.
They put up a strong running, but I can't be beat.
Okay. Carter Dennis, I'd like to say second place, too. Good job, Carter Dennis.
Welcome to Malvern Hornets Stadium as we celebrate Homecoming 2020. Malvern's 2020 Fall Homecoming King and Queen are Emma Jones and Trent Sievers. Emma is the daughter of Steve Jones. She is the secretary for the high school student council and yearbook editor. She is a member of the debate club, the National Honor Society, and Big Brothers Big Sisters. Emma also plays on the Malvern Hornets softball squad. She enjoys thrifting, working at Wendy's and Carolyn. Queen, Miss Emma Jones. Trent is the son of Jason and Michelle Sievers. He plays football, basketball, and baseball for the Hornets. Trent is also a member of the science club. In his free time, he likes to play sports and hang out with his friends and family. Trent plans on attending college and studying sports management after graduation. Homecoming King and number 9, Trent Sievers. Crowning the King and Queen are 2 of the advisors from Malvern High School Student Council, Jenna Whitmer and Katie Spencer. Now the football captains will give a game ball to our queen, Emma. That makes all 4 seniors for the Hornets: Adam Mosier, Peyton Davis, King Trent, and Dirk Hutchison.
Next year they lose a whole bunch. At the next year.
Rise as the Malvern Hornet Marching Band plays the national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner, and remains standing for the Malvern High School alma mater.
me a count. Good evening. We would like to welcome you to beautiful Malvern, Ohio for tonight's IVC Rivalry High School Football Showdown. Hornets of East Canton, who come in with a record of 2-3. They will take on your Malvern Hornets, who come in with a record of 5-0. I'm merely Tom Strasser. We want to thank everyone for joining us here on KGP TV, watching us on YouTube and Facebook. And if you're going to deliver a big rivalry game on KGP TV, you better bring a big mouth with you. And I have done that. I am truly honored to be joined by my partner in crime, my sidekick, but most of all, he's my teammate. Truly an honor to be joined by the head boys basketball coach of Malvern, and that's head coach Dennis Tucci. And Coach, thanks for joining us here on KGP TV.
No problem, Tom. I'm looking forward to it. I know people are wondering, what do those two basketball guys know anything about football? Well, we don't. We're going to fake it, and we're going to do the best we can. We're going to let the boys decide this game. We're just going to ride along and see how we do.
And, Coach, when you look at East Canton, the Hornets, they come in with a record of 2-3. They got a big home win last week over the Buckeye Trail Warriors, 26-22. When you look at the Hornets squad, they are talented and athletic.
Yeah, they are. And more importantly than anything, when you talk about East Canton football in the last 4 or 5 years, they are well coached. They have a veteran head coach in Spider Miller. I mean, he was the head coach of the McKinley Bulldogs at one time. He was the head coach of the Perry Panthers at one time. And he knows football. And once the day he signed to be the football coach at East Canton became a factor in high school football. He has a great offensive coordinator in Todd Shadle. Todd was our head coach, as you know, back in 2013. It was the last team before last year to take Malvern to the playoffs. Todd left Malvern as a head coach to go to East Canton as an assistant, and people wondered, why would he do that? What's his hometown? And he built a house right in downtown East Canton, and Todd's a true Blue Hornet, and we wish him all the success nine weeks out of the year. But not tonight. It's a big game for Malvern, and they've beaten us in 6-7 straight years, and it's time to get that Hornet trophy back in Malvern where it belongs.
All right, and Coach, and you're right. When you talk about head coach Spider Miller, if you can pull out your resume and say you were the head coach at Canton McKinley, that's pretty impressive enough said. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, it's instant credibility when he got to East Canton, and all the kids bought in, and like I said, they've been on a rise ever since. They're down just a little bit this year, only because their best players are freshmen and sophomores, 5 or 6 sophomores, and just, you know, the junior class, the senior class are talented. There's just not a lot of them.
And Coach, when you look at the home standing Malvern Hornets, a lot of excitement in the community here, and for good reason.
We've had a tremendous 5 weeks of football. We thought we would be good, but you know how that is. You have to go out and prove it. And coming off a 5-5 campaign last year, we took a beating in our playoff game up at Cuyahoga Heights. But this is a crew of kids that really want to, you know, they've had success in basketball, they've had success in wrestling and other sports, and they want to get Malvern football back on track. And you know, we had a stretch there where we went to the playoffs in 2018. They went to the Final Four, losing up in Ashland against a very good Hopewell Loudon squad. And this team, they want to be the group that brings Malvern Hornet get a win or two as we go.
And we'll talk about the playoffs start next week, week 7, and for Malvern, undefeated, no surprise. They received the 5th seed. They got a bye, so they will play the 16th. And good Lord willing, KGP TV plans on being here for that game. And we'll be asking for some of our local sponsors that be willing and able to step up and sponsor that broadcast. 2 weeks. Runyon to kick off for Malvern. Ryan Runyon, freshman kicker, and there's a squib kick. It'll be fielded at the 35-40 over right at midfield, knocked out of bounds. So it'll be East Canton football, we'll look at the East Canton offense that we have here. Left tackle will be Quentin Motts, 5'11", 190-pound junior. Left guard will be Nathan Boyle. Center, right guard will be Ethan Sethman. Right tackle will be Graydon Clark. Quarterback, outstanding freshman Brennan Betts. Running back Chase Vacco. Wide receivers Jake McCullough, Toby Schrader, Tyler Hoover, and Mario Snellenberger. And here's a handoff, I believe, to Vacco, and he'll get right to midfield for about a gain of 2.
Yeah, Vacco was the quarterback at the beginning of the year. They knew they were going to have a battle between those two. They're both talented players. They had to figure out a way to get them both on the field at the same time. And, of course, Spider Miller's done that and turned the ball over to Betts as the quarterback, and Vacco's playing a little running back.
Yeah, in East Canton, last week against Buckeye Trail, they run a double tandem. Sometimes they'll go trips to one side, a single wide receiver to the other, but here they are bunched in 2nd and 8, and here's a pitch, and it is thrown down in the backfield as Snellenberger. And I believe that was Davis who came up for the big tackle.
Peyton Davis made a great play there. I got to give Peyton Davis a lot of credit. He's a true team player. He was a skill player all his life, and this year with a couple senior linemen deciding not to play, they asked him to step up and play on the offensive line and the defensive line. And defensively, you saw what kind of play he can make. Got in that backfield. Because Snellenberger can run. He can fly. And Peyton Davis got him back there for a 5-6 yard loss.
Yeah, jet sweep, resulting to about a 7-yard loss. Will be 3rd down and 14. Betts under pressure, gets away from a couple would-be tacklers, and he will be sacked. And coming in and making the tackle there was Caden Grinder, the 5'10", 165-pound junior with the sack. So Malvern forces a 3-and-out.
Good pressure again by Davis. Got away. He eluded the tackle there, but Caden Grinder was there to wrap him up and for another loss. So East Canton's going to have to punt it, like you say, after the first 3 plays.
And there's the punt, Hutchison and Phillips back there. It's Hutchison, and he makes one man miss, gets over to 30 and dropped at the 35. So not bad field position. We'll look at the Malvern offense as we have a East Canton player down. Hopefully he's okay. Well, as they check on him, this will be the Malvern offense.
This is not good for this young man because I saw Dirk Hutchison run off the field, and of course he never comes off the field. So he came off the field and he wasn't feeling good, and he looked back and he's waving for the ambulance. As soon as he ran off the field, and a couple of the other players from Malvern did the same thing. Young man, and of course all our hearts will go out to him and his family because nobody wants to see that.
Yeah, you never want to see this anytime. And, yeah, like you said, when he went down, he sat there and they immediately started waving for the ambulance. So, unfortunate term of events here. And does come out. This will be their offense. They'll be the left tackle, Colin Green, 6'1", 210-pound junior. Left guard will be Sam Foster, 6'2", 210-pound junior. Center will be Peyton Davis, I believe one of the 4 seniors on the Hornet squad. 5'9", 180-pound. Senior right guard will be Bryson White, 6'3", 235-pound junior. Right tackle will be Caden Grinder, 5'10", 165-pound junior. Quarterback, the outstanding 6 foot, 190-pound senior Dirk Hutchison. Running back will be 5'8", 175-pound senior Adam Moser. And the wide receivers, 6'4", 180 junior, number 7 Noah Ball. Trent Sievers, who was crowned homecoming queen tonight, the 5'9".
I think he was the king.
I mean,
Tom.
King, yes.
Yeah, just checking you there.
Yes, okay, yeah, Trent, you're right. Homecoming king. And homecoming queen was
Emma Jones.
Yes.
Emma Jones.
So congratulations to them two. So Sievers, 5'9", 155-pound senior. Tristan Phillips, the 5'9", 175-pound Junior will be one receiver, and KJ Thomas, 5'11", 165-pound junior. And we'll see if we can identify the injured player for East Canton.
Did you guys get a number, Brad?
All right.
I think it's 13.
And we think it's
Oh, geez.
Tyler Hoover. Wow.
It's one of their best players
Yeah.
for sure. He's had a great career there. And he played on those championship teams when he was a younger player, and now he's a senior playing in his final regular season game, and looks like he's going to be down for a while. It's a shame.
Yeah, Tyler Hoover, the 6'4", 230-pound receiver, and just unfortunate.
He had a great game against us last year. I remember going to that game up in East Canton, and it was a battle. They were really good, and we didn't know what we were at that time, and we battled them pretty tough, and they beat us at the end, but he had a heck of a game against us.
So as they continue to attend to Hoover here, just underway, East Canton win 3 and out. And boy, all the excitement, rivalry week, boy, does this really, take the air out of the sails here, and you just feel bad for the kid.
Yeah, you can tell that both teams, the players from both teams, are deflated. They combat each other. They want to fight each other, but off the field they appreciate each other because they're athletes. And this day and age, Tom, we didn't have that as much, but in this day and age, these kids all know each other, and they text each other, and they do the social media thing, and our kids know who this boy is, and they got a lot of respect for him. So they're going to play with some heavy hearts here because nobody wants to see that.
Yeah, and last week a victory over Buckeye Trail whenever within the score, and East Canton needed to convert a third down their play last week.
Yeah, it must have been
Tyler Hoover. And hopefully whatever injury it is, that it can heal and quickly and get him back to 100% as soon as possible.
It's on the actual camera. It should be the Malvern 5.2. But on the computer, it shows the ambulance. Yeah, it's frozen. I didn't know what you can see.
So I tell you what, as they tend to Tyler Hoover for East Canton, we'll take a timeout and be right back here, East Canton and Malvern. Welcome back to Malvern. East Canton and Malvern doing battle tonight. The final mini regular season game before the playoffs start next week, and unfortunately for East Canton, Tyler Hoover, 6'4", 230-pound tight end, wide receiver, outside linebacker, do-it-all player for the Hornets, suffered what appeared to be a lower leg injury, and it's being taken off by the ambulance. Or thoughts? We looked at the Malvern offense. We'll quickly look at the East Canton defense. They run a 3-4 defensive end. Graydon Clark. Playing nose tackle will be Nathan Boyle. The other defensive end was Tyler Hoover. We'll see who replaces him. Outside linebacker will be Austin Jones and Mario Snellenberger. The inside linebackers, Branson Wolf and Chase Vacco. Your corners are Toby Schrader and Dylan Stauffer. Nathan Salona, and free safety is Brennan Betts. So they're going to give the players just a few minutes to get warmed back up, and then we'll be ready for action. And Coach, how long, you've coached a lot of years, and you've seen some unfortunate injuries, as coach and maybe as a player, how long does it take you to get back in playing mode mentally?
Until the next time you get hit. I mean, right now they're still feeling themselves a little bit and feeling down a little bit, but once you get hit again, it's game on, and you get right back into it. In fact, was at East Canton last year in basketball when our stud Dirk Hutchison went down with an ankle injury at their place, and that was hard to take for all of us, and he missed 7 or 8 basketball games. So we know how it feels for sure.
Yeah, and it'll be tough for both teams to. You said they will have to do that pretty quick here. And Coach, when you look at this Malvern with their outstanding senior quarterback, Dirk Hutchison, players that just elevates.
Got a great arm, a cannon for an arm, but the basketball coach likes it when he gets out of bounds. But he likes to square up those shoulders and take it right at people. And another thing about Dirk, and you'll notice that tonight if you haven't seen him, he gets the top speed in 3 or 4 steps. And a lot of people can't do that. So when he gets up through that line and he gets that foot in the ground and gets his shoulders square, it doesn't take him long to get full speed. And once he's full speed, he's hard to catch.
And you talk about his ability to run the football coming in to tonight, 126 carries, 719 yards. That's 5.7 yard average to go along with 6 touchdowns. So he has run for over 700 yards, and he has passed for 600 yards.
Yeah, what's impressive to me for this year, because it always wasn't the case as he's grooming to be this senior quarterback, is he has 9 touchdown passes, and those weren't the numbers he had last year. He had some tough luck on some interceptions, and he threw the ball up for grabs sometimes, and he's learned over the years, and he's being well coached by Matt Churko, and Adam Hott is the new quarterback coach. Adam happens to be Dirk's uncle, and Adam played quarterback at Minerva, and then he's like, I think he's gotten Dirk elevated his game a little bit.
All right, 3 receivers to the left, pistol formation. That's Moser in the backfield, and he'll get hit right at the line of scrimmage. They may give him a yard. And I believe that was Mitchell on the tackle for East Canton.
Yeah, number 50, Mitchell, made a nice play there. He got Adam Moser around the waist before he could get any speed, and just held him to a 1-yard gain.
So it'll be 2nd down and 9. Malvern's first possession. Single receiver to the right. Man comes in motion. Hutchison will keep it. he'll look to turn the corner, and he'll get knocked out of bounds at about the 42-yard line, we believe.
Yeah, good run there by Dirk and a good block on the perimeter by number 9, Trent Severs. Also in the backfield, Adam Mosier came up and got a nice block. So the good 5-yard gain sets up 3rd and 4 for Malvern.
And I tell you, Malvern's so tough to stop 3rd and 4 because they still have a lot of their playbook open as far as if they'd rather pass it or run it. Hutchison will throw it, and he's got a man over the middle. 45-40, that's ball. 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown Hornets. An electrifying 58-yard touchdown strike. Hutchison to ball. And wow, the explosiveness on display here on the opening possession for Malvern.
Yeah, East Canton has to decide what they want to do. They want to take away the passing game or the running game. You can see that they're really trying to focus on stopping that running game, and I don't blame them because the Malvern Hornets can run that football. But when you give Noah ball space and that big target at 6'4", and he has great hands. He's not just tall, he's skilled, and obviously he's fast because he caught that ball maybe, a 10, 12-yard pass, and the rest of it he just outran East Canton to get into the end zone.
Yeah, and Ryan Runyon's extra point is up and good for the freshman, and 8:40 to go here in the opening quarter, and just like that, times big on their opponent.
For an extra point, 7-0 Malvern. I asked Noah Ball today, you can get in the end zone. He said, I'm getting in 3 times. We'll see. That's one. We'll see.
What an outstanding receiver Ball is. There's the ball fielded at the 25. That's have it 1st down and 10.
Yeah, he was tackled by 88 Johnny Walker and number 1 Adam Mosier. 2 players have had a lot of success on the defensive side of the ball for the Hornets so far this year.
And you talk like Noah Ball at 6'4". You put it up on the top shelf, he can go get it. And there, it was just a little slant over the middle and was able to show off his wheels and got some big blocks from his fellow receivers down the field.
He did. That ball was right on target, though. He caught it in stride and didn't have to slow down and make any adjustments. That helps you, too.
Betts gives it to McCullough, who comes in motion, and McCullough is dropped for a big loss.
Peyton Davis again on the tackle. That's 2 sacks. He said, I guess you won't say sacks because of the running back, but tackles for loss for number 55, senior Peyton Davis, playing his last regular season game on the Malvern Hornet Stadium.
So once again, East Canton playing behind the sticks here. Loss of 5, so it'll be 2nd down and 15. Thanks for joining us here on KGP TV. And here's going to be another carry, and we'll lose yardage again.
Defensive line.
So East Canton, who was able to have some success on the ground last week against Buckeye Trail, a game East Canton held possession for just over 30 minutes. So they were able to stay in 3rd and short yardage most of the night. Here, and we'll call it 3rd down in Magnolia to go. And Vaco will take it over to 20. He'll get about 3 yards.
Again, Caden Grinder and Adam Mosier on the stop, and sets up a long 4th down for East Canton. They're going to have to punt it again.
And it'll be Phillips and Hutchison going back to about their own 45-yard line. High snap. And this will be Phillips at the 45. He'll get over midfield and be dropped at the 49. So Malvern up 7 will have excellent field position.
On defense, they're going to clog that middle again and put the extra defender in the box to try to stop the run, or if they're going to go ahead and put another defensive back there and try to keep everybody in front of them. We'll see what they try to do here. Just pick your poison with this Malvern Hornet offense. I tell you, they've been clicking all year. Got a lot of weapons here at Malvern.
So it'll be empty backfield. Timeout for Welcome back to Malvern, East Canton, and Malvern rivalry week. 7-0 Malvern, but he was well covered on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. A little mix-up. I think Trent stopped and tried to have a comeback pattern, and Dirk thought he was going long. Do we have a flag on the play? Everybody's looking around. I don't see a flag, though. Maybe
yeah, there's one there.
Yeah, on the 46. They're looking toward the East Canton bench. I assume it's on Malvern. Illegal man downfield.
So I think they're going. Are they going to take the penalty? Okay, make it 1st and 15.
Is that a loss on that penalty or not, Tom?
It shouldn't be.
No.
If they take it. And Coach credit Toby Schrader, the corner. They tried to do a double move on him, and he stayed above Severs and covered that well. So it should be 1st down and 15.
That's
and this
Moser.
Is Moser coming around the corner, and boy, he gets there quick to the 45. There is a flag behind the run, and I think this is going to be a hold.
It's a good run by Moser. He had a lot of room to run, and he can run. He can really go. He's a track star also, but somehow we had a penalty and want to bring it back again.
And boy, as a coach, you never like holding calls, but you especially don't like them when they're behind the play, because you're right. You don't have to hold your block for long. He gets the corner turn pretty quick.
Yeah, that was unfortunate for Malvern, but good for East Canton, and they're trying to stay in the game here. They know this is a big, important defensive stand for themselves. If they get down 14-0, it's going to be a tough night for them. So they're really going to do all they can to keep Malvern out of the end zone on this drive.
Yeah, East Canton, they will be playing next week in the opening round of the playoffs. Malvern will have a bye, so now it's 1st down and 20 back at the 40.
We're out of sync.
Hutchison will be dropped, and he'll be hit by McCullough.
Yeah, McCullough's a good football player. He started last year as a freshman, had all league honors as a freshman, so they really think, and he's a long line of McCullough. He might be the baby, I hope. No one else was ready except for the quarterback.
So now be 2nd down and 22. Phillips comes in motion. Hutchison looking over the middle of the ball, and he catches it at the 45. He is dropped by Schrader of East Canton, but that will be about a 17-yard pickup. Makes it 3rd down and 5.
There's a great play, very similar to the touchdown play. Noah Ball was spread out wide, ran about 5 yards, then cut it in on a little post pattern, a little slant pattern, whatever you want to call it, and that ball was delivered right on the numbers. And Noah Ball this time, though, was tackled immediately for a 17-yard gain. 3rd and 5.
Partner, you're correct on both accounts, post and slant. And come back over the middle. They've got ball again. He makes his man miss. Inside the 20, down to the 15, to about the 11-yard line. And wow, did he stop on the dime after Hutchison hit him.
That's a heck of a combination. Dirk Hutchison, the senior, Noah Ball, the junior, and they're putting up big numbers here today.
Malvern!
If you remember, I talked about Dirk Hutchison. One of his greatest assets is he gets the top speed in 3 or 4 steps. If you're watching, you saw it right there.
And hey, how about facing some adversity, back-to-back penalties? And Malvern able to overcome a 1st and 22 to put their second touchdown on the board here at the 4:19 mark. And the extra point by Runyon is up, and it is good. So Malvern, 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns, and they're out to the early 14-0 lead over East Canton. You're watching East Canton and Malvern here on KGP TV. Remember, good Lord willing, 2 weeks from now we'll be broadcasting Malvern's first playoff game here at the stadium, and are looking for sponsors to help make that game possible.
Now Malvern against Newcomerstown in our last home game went up 27-0, and everyone was just waiting for that clock to start moving with a running clock, and it never got to that. Newcomerstown, not so fast, my friend, and battled all the way back and got it within a touchdown late in that game. So let's see if East Canton can pull the same trick.
They lost maybe their biggest one early in this game. And this is going to be Snellenberger. He's going to take it over to 30. And he's going to be hit. Mosier was one of the.
Yeah, I think Johnny Walker was in there again, as was the freshman Charles Motts, number 28, getting his head in there. Good to see that. Now East Canton, they got to be thinking, okay, we're not trying to score on this play. We're trying to get a first down. They have to get settled in. Like you said against Buckeye Trail last week, they were ball control, using 2-3 downs to get that first down, keep that clock running. I think you said they had the ball for over 30 minutes.
Yeah, which is phenomenal.
That's what they want to do tonight, and it just hasn't happened for them. So they need a first down more than anything.
So now, shotgun in the quarterback bench. That
was a good run for the young man.
Yeah, that's only a freshman. 6 foot, 165-pound freshman.
They get another 2 here, set up a 3rd and 1, and they have to have a first down here.
Yeah, and one positive for East Canton, they're going to give them the spot.
Well, I don't see it like the referees do, but that's not unusual. I don't see this what the referees see in basketball either. But I thought he was a yard short, and unless it's 1st and 9, I guess you get 10 yards, you get a first down.
Oh, yes, your conversations with the refs. We could definitely make a movie out of that.
Well, that's the one time I asked the referee, can I get a technical for what I'm thinking? He said, no. I said, good, because I think you stink. And he gave me a technical. I don't understand it.
Oh, Coach, all right. This is
you can't go wide.
McCullough, and he's going to lose about 4 yards. And the jet sweep, which they had success last week against a pretty talented Warrior defense, Malvern, they are jumping it.
Well, you get Adam Mosier on one end, and then Johnny Walker on the other, number 1 and number 88 respectively, and those guys are fast. So you better have some speed if you're going to get around those 2 guys.
And you talked about Jake McCullough, the 5'8", 160-pound sophomore. Just hasn't been able to get his pads going north and south. It'll be 2nd down and 12, under 2 minutes here in the opening quarter. Betts will keep it, and he'll get to about the 44-yard line.
That's been their best play when they fake the handoff, and he gets, and the quarterback goes up the middle on a little quarterback run, and they got 6-7 yards the first time they ran, and this time here they get another 4. So it sets up a 3rd and 8. They can do this. They got to feel pretty good about that. Yeah, this defense is playing great today, and our best defender hasn't made a play yet. That's number 52, Bryson White. Bryson White has just been tremendous this year as a linebacker. And I mean, he's all leg, all stay. I mean, he's had a great year, and he hasn't had to do much because nobody's getting to him. The linemen are taking care of everything.
Betts under pressure, and he's going to be sacked.
Peyton Davis again, 55. He just stays low, and he's quick. Gets up in there and makes plays behind the line. That's the 3rd time he's tackled somebody behind the line of scrimmage tonight.
And Xavier Watson also came in to apply a hit as well. So East Canton, they get a first down, but now they're going to have to punt the football.
Xavier's a sophomore, number 12. It looks like Mosier's limping off here a little bit. No, we don't like to see that. He's had some ankle issues in the past.
And there's a nice punt. It's going to drop, and it's going to roll inside the 10. What a punt.
Good punt by Vacco.
Vacco, yes.
Phillips and Hutchinson are like one of those, I got it, no, you got it, no, I got it, no, you got it, and looked at each other, and that didn't do anything. So the ball, and wisely though, they didn't go back and try to make a hero play. They let it bounce, and we'll set up shop at the 4 or 3 yard line.
And boy, Hutchison, he has been on the money. He has been able to hit Noah Ball a few times. One of them was a 58-yard touchdown pass. So 17 seconds. This could be the last play of the opening quarter. Pistol formation. Hutchison deep in his end zone. He'll find Severs. And the homecoming king will get knocked out at about the 5 yard line. Maybe the 6.
Yes, good catch by Trent. Yeah, the clock should be running. He never went out of bounds. There it goes. And that'll be the last play of the first quarter. Good play by Trent. I think Coach Shurko wanted to get Trent involved here, playing his last home game of the regular season for the Malvern Hornets. A good strike there by Dirk Hutchison, 5 yard game, make it 2nd and 5.
So after one quarter here from Malvern in the Battle of the Hornets, it's the green-cladded Malvern Hornets who lead East Canton 14-0 after one. We'll take a timeout and be back for second quarter action. Thanks for joining us here on KGP TV, Facebook, and YouTube. Okay, welcome back. 2nd down and 5 from the 8. Hutchison will keep it up the middle, and he should have enough for a first down.
It's going to be close. That's a good play by the defensive end of East Canton. He did a nice job there. Closed down nice. You mentioned the starting offensive line for Malvern, and 2 kids you didn't mention getting a lot of playing time. Also on that line is Frankie McClellan, the number 76, a sophomore. And then Will Steinberg, number 54, a junior, getting some time on that line too. The Hornets play about 7 different offensive linemen, try to give everybody a break.
And wow, what a luxury that is. Hutchison will keep it, and he'll turn the corner over the 20 to the 25, another first down, so on 3rd and 2, and you're right, that's about the 2nd or 3rd step. Hutchison's in 5th gear.
And you can see the experience he has because, that play's designed to go up the middle. And he looked to his right, he saw nobody, and he knew he could get the first down that way, and he did so and got out of bounds and lived to fight another day.
And back to each side. Hutchison drops back. Under pressure, he's got running room. Makes one man miss, and wow, runs into a truck there.
And number 78 from East Canton made a nice play there. Big fella, he just put him on his back. Yeah, that's Camel, Alexander Camel, sophomore. Made a nice play for East Canton.
Yeah, 260-pound sophomore, and he moves pretty well. So it'll be second down, still a 7-yard pickup for Hutchison. Moser looks to turn the corner, cuts it up, and he'll have a first down as he gets over the 35-yard line.
Well, it's good to see Adam run that ball again because if you remember, he limped off a little bit ago, and he looked full speed there. So Adam Moser gets 4 yards, gets the Malvern Hornet another first down, just keeping that ball in their hands.
Yeah, Vaco, one of the first East Canton blue helmets to get there to knock down Moser. And it's good to see Moser back out there. Remember, he had limped off on this drive earlier. So first down and 10.
Uh-oh.
Wow. Pass intended for Phillips, but that was read very nicely by East Canton.
A very nice play by the East Canton defensive back.
Yeah, that was Dylan Stouffer.
He really could have had a pick six there. I mean, if Tristan Phillips wasn't fighting for that ball, that'd have been a pick six for number 22 for East Canton. Good play. Schrader?
Stouffer. And he's a freshman.
Yeah, that was a nice play by a freshman.
Moser goes up the middle, but will not get much.
I think that's number 50 again, Mitchell, making a tough play at the line of scrimmage. He's had a couple tackles in there.
And Clark also there, the 6'2", 193-pound junior.
3rd and 9. It's a big play here for the Hornets. They want to keep this momentum going. They don't want to give that ball back to East Canton.
3 receivers to the left. Hutchison will roll to his left. He's got a man open. It's Moser. He'll turn the corner, and he will get the first down as he will be ran out of bounds by Snellenberger. But once again, the Hornets convert.
Yeah, that was Trent Severs on the reception there. He made a nice jag in and stepped out, and Dirk Hutchison hit him right on the number 9, and first down Malvern. There's no panic in that Malvern offense. That's the thing. 3rd and 8. Okay, let's do what we have to do. And the offensive line gave Dirk plenty of time, and he came through with a nice strike to his buddy Trent.
And Seaver, the lone receiver down here on the left, Hutchison will turn the corner, get a block by Severs, and he will be dragged out of bounds by Vaco, but it'll be another first down carry for Hutchison.
As you can see, it doesn't take him long to run 12 yards, does it? He just goes fast and gets some shoulders square, and he's tough to bring down.
And Trent Severs, he was the lone receiver down here, 3 to the right, and got a nice block to spring Hutchison. First down and 10, ball at the East Canton 40. Hutchison over the middle. He's got a man, but it's going to be incomplete. Pass intended for Phillips.
Yeah, he had him open. He kind of threw off his back foot a little bit there. That's not a good recipe for success when you're a quarterback. You want to step into your throw, and Dirk got a little lazy on his back leg there, and I guess they're going to say that he caught it. Okay, one guy saw that. The rest of us.
Yeah, they said. Yeah.
We'll take it. Malvern will take it.
You're right. I thought one official did signal incomplete. 2nd and 5. Hutchison will keep it. Still looking. And will throw it away as he gets dropped there by Austin Jones.
Yeah, he had Trent Severs wide open behind the coverage, but when you're scrambling for your life, sometimes you don't see the whole field. He had a receiver, just came up a little shy. But I know Trent wants to get in the end zone himself, being his homecoming king and playing his last game, and he's itching to get in that end zone. Something special about getting in that end zone, Tom.
Oh, absolutely. And Malvern, it's been special 2 times so far. 3rd down and 5. There's a pass to Ball. He makes one man miss. 2 guys, turns the corner, 20, down to the 12-yard line. Snellenberger and Vaco on the tackle.
I thought Noah Ball played his best game last week at Tuscarawas Central Catholic. I think he's trying to top it tonight.
And while Malvern has so many weapons in Hutchison,
Yeah, and Mosier, and they're hard to stop. But really, Tom, what separates the Hornets of this year compared to the last couple of years is we've had a dynamic offense the last 4 or 5 years, but we couldn't stop anybody. And a lot of times guys were open, and I was the closest guy to them, and I was up here. And I tell you, our defense had more cracks than a teenager's cell phone. But this year, all guys have bought it. Our defensive coordinators, our guidance counselor, Jeremy Taylor, and he's really done a tremendous job. You know, we talked about it in the off season. Malvern's had kids in the last 5 years or so that every kid we have, and it has been the last years. This offense is just as explosive, but now they can play on both sides of the ball. So that's what set up this 5-0 season.
so it'll be first down and 10. Pistol formation. Moser takes it. Runs through one would-be tackler, and he'll be dropped at the 10-yard line.
That was a good run there for Adam. Sometimes he gets a little hesitant about going up the middle, just a little guy, and he wants to bounce it outside all the time. Sometimes those 3-4 yards are valuable up the middle, especially in the red zone here inside the 20. So those 3 yards were big for Adam.
And I'll tell you, Chase Vacco on the tackle for East Canton. He has introduced himself to, I think, every skilled position player for Malvern.
Number 8's a good player for East Canton.
Wow, what a throw! And there's the homecoming king, Trent Seaver. Sorry about that, Trent.
Yeah, we're really happy for Trent to get in the end zone there. And great pass. I mean, great pass by Hutchison. That's his second touchdown pass of the night. Trent Seaver gets in the end zone. It's 20-0 Malvern.
And well, I'll tell you what, Hutchison threw a fastball there, and Seavers extended the arms and was able to pull it in.
Yeah, those are two good buddies making a play together on the last night of their football career at home.
High snap, and it is extra point is blocked. So 20-0, 7-yard touchdown strike. Hutchison to the homecoming king. So Seavers crowns East Canton with that 7-yard touchdown reception. 8:15 left here. And boy, Malvern, they are hitting on all cylinders tonight.
And like I said, it all starts with that defense. I mean, you get the ball back, and I think East Canton has one first down, Tom? And
yes.
That defense have been opportunistic. They're not just holding them for 3 downs. They're making plays behind the line of scrimmage, and that's a momentum builder if you're on defense, and it's a momentum killer if you're on offense. Beautiful night, isn't it, Tom?
Oh, it is.
Malvern is beautiful this time of year.
Picturesque.
And I hope that you're staying all night because you can't see it all one day, Tom. You can't see Malvern all in one day. You got to spend the night. So you make plans 2 weeks from now when you come back up here because
a true vacation hotspot in Ohio.
Malvern in October? Are you kidding me? You got to fight all the traffic. Sometimes you get that traffic light, you're there for 35, 40 seconds.
And this is going to be Snellenberger, and he will be dropped at about the 32-yard line. A flag.
That's another play by another freshman, number 5, Dylan Phillips, making that play on defense. Dylan, as a freshman, had 2 interceptions last week against Tuscaloosa Central Catholic. He's the younger brother of number 21, Tristan Phillips, and their dad was a great player back in the 90s, and he's the assistant coach for Malvern. That's Todd Phillips. They're a football family.
So the flag will back East Canton up. And for Coach Spider Miller's young squad, fighting a lot of adversity. It started right off the bat when they lost their outstanding senior tight end Tyler Hoover to an injury.
And they miss him on both sides of the ball, let's be honest. He's a good offensive player and he's a good defensive player.
And Watson shoots the gap there. in East Canton again, coach playing behind the sticks. It's going to be 2nd and 11.
Yeah, Xavier's a sure-handed tackler. I mean, he gets his hands on you, you're going down. He's a strong kid, and he has a nose for the football. He'll get through that line easy. When he gets there, he's in a bad mood. And someone's going to have to pay. And tonight, so far, it's been East Canton.
So 2nd and 11. Betts with Vacco to his right. Man comes in motion. That's McCullough. Betts under pressure, rolling. Throws it up the field. Intended for McCullough. Covered well there by Johnny Walker.
I'm impressed with number 3, though, as a freshman. I think he's doing a good job there. I mean, once that line grows into what they're going to be, and they're going to have a special team here in another year or two because McCullough's a sophomore, and I think Vacco's a young kid, and they'll get that lineman straightened out in there. They're going to have a good football team here in a couple years, maybe next year.
Yeah, Betts, it's especially when you're a freshman playing the varsity level, when you get under pressure, it's easy to put your eyes down to where you're running. He kept them up, looked downfield, and just missed McCullough. Betts dropping back. He's got time this time. Looking. Now he's losing under pressure. He's going to be dropped back at the 19.
Yeah, there's Bryson White. That's the guy I was telling you about. He's a heck of a football player, and he made a nice play there.
And, Chief, I think it was Bryson White at Old Washington who intercepted the pass and took it 99 yards to the house in the waning seconds of that game.
He did. He put the cherry on top that night, that's for sure.
And a lot of people out there at Buckeye Trail, you see a linebacker intercept that they were impressed with his speed.
Oh, he can go.
So the punt, Hutchison wisely gets away from it, but still will be excellent field position. The 39-yard line, so Malvern will have it. So Malvern has it, 6:31 left here in the first half, and Malvern will get the football to start the second half as well. Thanks for joining us here on KGP TV. And I tell you, I got to give props to the athletic director here, Dave Tucci. He has just spoiled us rotten since we've gotten here.
Well, yeah, the secretary brought us all a little food package, and you can't beat that. Sudie Yoder, she's got good news today. She got out of a boot. She's been in a boot for a while. I had a little accident at home, and she's feeling a lot better.
There's a long pass, and it is incomplete. And the ball a little slow getting up. Wow, that was a nice pass by Hutchison.
Yeah, he's getting up a little slow, not because he's hurt, because he's a little disappointed in himself. The ball kind of went through his hands, though. He made a nice recovery. I thought he had a chance to catch it. But I think he had a pretty good defense there, too.
Yes. Yeah, ball draws enough attention in the secondary. East Canton, they've manned up on him right there, and you're right, that was not a bad coverage at all.
Another good ball by Hutchison. He's locked in tonight.
Yeah, wow, Moser shoots through the
line. I like seeing that by Adam Mosier. Those 4 or 5 yards are valuable, especially come time for playoffs. I mean, you just can't break 30-yard touchdowns and 70-yard touchdowns. You have to get 4 or 5 yards sometimes, and that's been one of our bugaboos. And not tonight. Adam Mosier's getting 4 or 5 yards of carry up through that middle. That'll soften that defense up. That helps that play-action pass for Noah Ball to catch those little slant-ins.
Yeah, and that was McCullough on the tackle. Here's a quick slant, and here's a first down.
Well, it was.
Well, it was. Phillips went back and made.
Well, what he was doing there, he had a first down, and he went backwards.
So he'll be a yard short.
Yeah, you got to get your shoulders square and get across that 50-yard line. He's trying to make a big play there, but at this point we needed a first down. I think they'll go for it here. It's 4th and 1, but it's under 6 minutes to go. They got a nice lead. It's easy to gamble when you're up 20.
Yeah, and Hutchison, he likes to keep it in situations. We'll see.
Yeah, he sure does. If this is a read, there's going to be no read. It's still going to pass it here.
Wow, and he's under. He is
great
sacked.
Play by East Canton. That's Vacco again. And McCulley.
Wow.
Vacco, McCulley, Mitchell was coming. I mean, they got some players over there on East Canton.
I tell you, Vacco, He has had an impressive game. Inside linebacker for East Canton.
I wonder if there's some miscommunication there because something was out of sync there. But you can't take anything away from that East Canton defense. They were playing. Vacco's a junior, and he's played a lot of big football games over there at East Canton. So
probably in 4-down territory.
I would think so too, Tom.
Betts will get it, but he will not go far as he is put down.
I think it was Peyton Davis again, number 55.
Yes.
He got a yard.
And the defensive front for Malvern, they have really controlled this first half.
You know, another guy we haven't mentioned a whole lot because everybody else is making plays behind the line of scrimmage is number 70, Sam Foster. He's had a tremendous season as a junior, and he's probably getting double teamed out there and leaving somebody else open to make a play.
Foster had a big game against the Warriors. And there's a wide on the tackle along with Watson.
Yep.
On the Vacco carry.
Good run for East Canton. Again, now they're going to make it respectful. Like you said, I think you're right, Tom. I think it's 4-down territory, so they got 2 plays now to get 6 yards. And this is crucial for East Canton as they're trying to stay in this game. But I know Malvern wants a shutout. That's been the talk all week. We want to win the game. We want to be 6-0, but we want to finish it with a shutout. So this is going to be a test right here. It's a proud defense. We haven't had that, so I'm thrilled with our defensive effort.
So there's a illegal procedure. I believe they're going to get Snellenberger.
Yeah, if he'd have stayed still, I think Malvern would have jumped, but he went first and just a little twitch, and it's going to cost him 5 important yards. A 3rd and 11 is a lot harder than 3rd and 6.
Yeah, and again, Coach, now once again, East Canton looks at 2nd or 3rd down. How many times have they been behind the sticks? Another 10-plus yards to go for a first down.
Yeah, that's been the norm tonight.
And that is tough against this Hornet defensive Malvern.
Well, I like that play.
Betts, he's got it, and if he can make one man miss, but he's going to come up short of the first down.
It'll be close. That was KJ Thomas coming up, the junior defensive back. KJ's first year out for football. He's been a basketball kid and wanted to play football this year. And he gets on the field a lot. He's a receiver, defensive back, and he made a sure tackle there. Looked like a veteran football player on that play. If he don't make that tackle, Tom, he might have been gone.
Yes, and we'll see. Are they going to measure here?
I think they are. Bring that chain gang over here. Those guys need to wake up and some exercise.
Now, hey, Coach, I want to ask you, with basketball season around the corner, on the football field, the officials, they don't touch the football.
Right,
right. Are the basketball officials going to be touching the basketball? That could make it entertaining if they don't.
Yeah, they should let me call the fouls. I could do it.
But I always wondered this year, when any 4th and inches called, ain't you really harping on your center if you end up short since you're the one putting the ball down?
Right.
And he's got it.
First down, East Canton.
So
that kid's making plays.
Yeah,
Number 3. We got to watch him for 3 more years over here at Malvern. He's a football player. You can tell.
Yeah, Brennan Betts. So that'll give them a new set of downs.
Hey, we're joined in the press box with the superintendent, Mark Scott.
Yes.
Up here tonight. Mark Scott, I think he heard that there was chocolate chip cookies up here, and he made his way up. He's learning fast on the job. Learning fast. Got to give him credit. Muskingum alumni.
And
he was a Muskie, wrestling Muskie.
Vacco gets it to about the 25, and he was stood up and driven back.
When Malvern played down Buckeye Trail, Mr. Scott and I rode down together, and we stopped at the old Forum in Cambridge.
Yes.
Got a good meal.
Who picked up the check?
Well, he is the superintendent. He is the superintendent.
Okay, we'll leave it at that.
I haven't lost any games yet in basketball, so he likes me right now.
I tell you, Mr. Scott, he has the biggest paparazzi that I have seen amongst all the superintendents
Absolutely.
that I've seen. Vaco gets driven back.
You know, those aren't big games, Tom, but I'm telling you, that's valuable that they're going forward and getting something each time instead of playing behind the sticks like you mentioned. 3rd and 5 is manageable. So 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, they're feeling pretty good about themselves at East Canton. This is what they want to do. They want that clock to run. They don't want Dirk Hutchison under center. They want him standing back here at linebacker or on the sidelines. So this is big for East Canton. If they can get another first down, Malvern might not get the ball back for the rest of the half.
Yeah, but East Canton, they really need some points. This possession, they could get right back in this game.
I look at that cornerback draw again where he fakes it to Vaco and takes it himself. We'll see.
Man in motion.
Yeah, there it is again.
And Betts has it, and he's going to turn the corner.
That's a smart play.
And he'll get the first down at about the 15-yard line.
Yeah, those coaches from East Canton, they know what they're doing over there, I tell you that.
It looked like Phillips coming up from the secondary to make the tackle.
That's been their best play, and it was 3rd and 6. They knew it was big play time for East Canton, and they called upon number 3 to make a play, and he did it.
Yeah, and East Canton, I believe they still have 2 timeouts left, so they've got a time, but this is their biggest drive of the game. Pistol formation. Vaco Betts fumbles it, picks it up, and he's going to lose yardage.
As I mentioned, Malvern on one end has Johnny Walker, number 88. The other end has Adam Mosier. I'm telling you, you make a mistake or you try to go wide, it's not going to end well for you. Those are quick defensive players, and they're sure tacklers. So once he dropped that ball, they were in a lot of danger of losing yards, and it's exactly what they did.
And again, playing behind the sticks, it's going to be 2nd down and about 16. And with 1:17 left, East Canton uses one of their timeouts. And they're probably going to be forced to go to the air. And this is the part of the field that they really missed, the 6'4", 230-pound Tyler Hoover.
Yeah, I know they haven't had very many completions, have they, Tom? I mean,
no.
And I know he's a sure-handed receiver and big target.
Yes.
Really helps out the freshman. So that's a big loss for them.
Yeah, last week Betts was able to put it, I like to call it top shelf, where only Hoover could go and get it, and he was able to do that and make a play in the end zone. That's something Noah Ball can do as well.
Absolutely.
For Malvern. So 2nd down.
Yeah, I saw that last year. Hoover made a couple good catches against Malvern.
Fumble, and Betts will fall on it.
You know, those aren't the best snaps, but somehow you got to get them. I mean, he'll learn that. Because it just takes you out of whack when you get that low snap.
Boy, and it seems like Malvern's defense has really timed up the snap count, because they are flying off the snap. They are practically in the backfield before Betts literally receives the snap, and he's going to go empty back. No, Vaco's back there with him. Drops back. Vaco gets a nice block, and here's a pass to Schrader, but he will not get much.
Yeah, Malvern calls timeout now because it's 4th and 20 or so, and Malvern's hoping they can get the ball back. You know, with Dirk Hutchison and his bevy of receivers, they feel like they can score from anywhere on the field at any time. So they're going to call timeout here, see if they can stop East Canton, number 1, and then get the ball back for 30 seconds of high-octane offense and see if they can put another score on the board.
Yeah, and you're not only doing that for tonight's game, you're doing that for down the road, where you may have to go 70 yards or so with 30 seconds left and no timeouts. Now, this is 4th down. If East Canton does not pick up the first down, the clock will automatically stop on change of possession.
And I think you make a great point, because, come playoff time, you may have to have a come-from-behind victory. And this would be good practice for that. That's for sure. You can do that all you want on a Thursday night, but nothing like doing it on Friday night when you got an opposing team out there.
So pistol formation, Vaco behind Betts, and they're going to pitch it. Vaco's going to throw it.
Yeah.
And he's got Betts open. He's going to be dropped at the 16. Well-designed play, but Malvern pretty fundamentally sound. They stayed at home and made the play.
I really like the play call, though, by East Canton. That was a nice little gadget play. Vaco running to his left on a throwback to the athletic quarterback, Betts, and the ball slightly underthrown. He had to just hesitate just for a second. And with Johnny Walker out there, that's all it took. So Malvern takes over. 31 seconds to go. Let's see if they sit on it or if they try to score. I know what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think they're going. They've got one timeout. Pistol formation. Hutchison rolls out to the right, under pressure, hits his man. I believe that's Phillips.
It is.
And he'll get up about the 25 out of bounds to stop the clock with 25 seconds left.
Good pressure on that play by number 8, Vaco. Boy, he's done a great job tonight. I think he had a brother that played there too. I think those are the football family also, the Vacos.
Well, I tell you, Vaco for East Canton, White for Malvern. Those are as two good of linebackers that we've seen all season.
I agree with you.
Hutchison looking down the middle. It's caught in and out of the hands of Severs. He had it, but he got hit immediately.
There's a little twist on that play. Yeah, a little twist on that play. Usually that's Noah Ball going across the middle, and Trent Severs going wide, and that time they threw a little mix up there and had Severs going across the middle. And that's a small target, but Hutchison hit him. But that's a tough ask to ask a kid who weighs 150 pounds to go across the middle like that. That's tough.
Yeah, and give Snellenberger credit for jarring the ball loose with the hit. Now it's 3rd down and 3. Hutchison back to Severs.
That's Trent's game right there. Get him wide.
He turns up. He gets to the 38. This will stop the clock.
I like that, yeah.
With 12 seconds. So, Malvern, did they take a timeout?
I think they did. I think they took their last timeout. I think they'll put 2 seconds back on, I'm guessing. Maybe not. That was a good play.
I tell you, Severs, the ability strength, remember earlier in the game for East Canton, their freshman corner nearly jumped one and intercepted it. Dylan Stouffer did earlier. So Hutchison made sure that he got that one out there.
So East Canton has one timeout left. I'm sure they'll take that to the locker room with them. Malvern's out. So we're going to play 12 seconds of football here and see if Malvern can score again. East Canton has really softened it up. Just going to try to keep everybody in front of them.
Hutchison rolling. This
screen
is a
pass.
Throwback.
Oh, boy.
Moser.
Oh,
He's
boy.
got a convoy.
Oh, boy.
40, 30, 20. Can he get there? He got it.
Flag down, though. We got a flag down.
Oh, touchdown. But it may come back. Oh, wow. Boy, did Mosier find another gear I didn't know anyone had. Wow.
Yeah, he can go. He's quite a football player. And but how about the setup for that play? Hutchison rolling to his right, so everyone thinks that's the way they're going. He throws it back over his left shoulder to Mosier, and they had to set up a wall, almost like a kick return. Had a wall set up, and Mosier had to beat the last 2 or 3 guys to the end zone, but we have a block in the back, I think.
Yeah, and I think that should be the final play since it was on offense.
That's the way I understand it too, Tom. We'll see.
Yeah, you can't end the half on a defensive penalty, but if I'm East Canton, I'm
being at one time down, I guess, on offense. I didn't know.
Wow, yeah.
But you know what gets me is all these high school, college, and pro. The rules are different. Sometimes I watch a lot of college football, and sometimes it's different. We got unsportsmanlike conduct on Malvern. Nobody likes that. Bryson, right, White.
So, yeah, I guess they're going to do an untimed down.
Penalties have hurt the Hornets this year. That's one area we have to clean up before we get into the playoffs. You saw it tonight. We've had some big penalties, and those yards are hard to come by in a playoff game.
But wow, was that a nice design play there?
And the execution was good.
Yes.
The block occurred after the play. I mean, behind the play.
Hutchison down the middle, and it is broken up, intended for ball, and that will end an exciting first half here from beautiful Malvern, Ohio. One of the true vacation spots of our beautiful state. So at the half, Malvern 20, East Canton 0. Please be sure to join us here at halftime where we'll watch the fine marching band of Malvern High School perform. And thank you for joining us here on KGP TV. So 20-0, Malvern leads East Canton. We'll take a timeout and then come back to watch the Malvern Band.
Does that mess you up if I'm sitting down? I got a bad back. I always have to sit once in a while.
There you go. Well, then, of course, welcome back to Malvern. I'm merely Tom Strasser, the man with the bad back. My partner in crime, Dennis Tucci, and bad back because he's had to carry me through this first half.
Bad back because I'm old.
Broadcast, and Malvern up 20-0. Nice job by the Malvern band at halftime. It was nice.
Yeah, Geneva Ford's done a nice job with our band program, and they had a glow show here about 10 days ago, and did a nice job with that.
And there's the kickoff to start the second half. And coming around to the 40 and getting knocked out of bounds, that's Johnny Walker, and he'll give the Malvern Hornets excellent field position. And Coach, I won a bet with my daughter coming up. I guaranteed her a Hornets victory tonight. Now, she had no idea both teams were named Hornets, but that was my lock of the high school football season, that the Hornets.
So she's buying milkshakes on the way home?
Absolutely.
Can't beat that. Can't beat that. It's always good to get a milkshake on the way home. Look at Bryson White, the guard. They got him going in motion. He's playing slots back. Did you see that?
Yes, and there's Mosier who gets it.
I've seen every play of every game, and that's the first time I've seen that. Maybe they're just giving that playoff opponent something to look at, you know?
And I tell you, that's not someone you want to see pulling around the corner, leading blocking if you're on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, in junior high, he played fullback some. Like I say, he's not just big. He can go. Bryson can go. Is he back on the line now, or is he in the backfield? I can't tell. I think he's back on the line. No, that's him again in the slot.
Yeah.
Number 52.
Hutchison will keep it. He'll get around the corner.
Good block by Ball.
Yes, and Hutchison gets across midfield and to the 40-yard line. And he's knocked out of bounds by Austin Jones.
Was that number 20, Tom?
Yes.
Boy, he made a nice play.
Yeah, Austin Jones. He's Canton. They've got some nice athletes, and
they're going to be good. They're going to be good. I don't think they have very many seniors, and I know one of the best senior got carted off early, so the future looks bright for East Canton, that's for sure.
Yeah, and if you're just joining us here on KGP TV, first of all, where have you been? But the outstanding 6'4", 230-pound senior Tyler Hoover left with a leg injury. Hutchison gets hit right at the line of scrimmage.
That's how you tell if your program is locked in or you got a good program. Sometimes it's hard to maintain that winning record, winning season. But when you do have a season that's not up to your standards, it doesn't last long. You get that second wave and you're off and running again. It looks like East Canton's going to do that.
Yeah, and that was Jeremiah Candle who came in and put the hit on Hutchison, so it'll be second down and 10.
There's a mix-up in the backfield. I don't know if you noticed that or not, but he faked right, but the back went left and threw off the timing.
And there's White again, lead blocking for Mosier. He'll turn the corner, 40, 35, 30, 20, 10. Can he get there? 5. Touchdown, Hornets.
This offense is explosive, Tom. I've watched it night in and night out. I'm telling you, they can go. They have a lot of weapons. They have good blocking. And football's important to them, and it shows.
And again, you mentioned it.
Good. Hey, let's go with 6 linemen. That's no joke. That's good for a freshman.
Yeah, and don't forget the one he did miss that was blocked. That was a high snap. The freshman Holder did a nice job raising up and pulling it down, but just threw the timing off.
I think you're right, Tom. 27-0 early in the third quarter.
And if I'm correct, that was a 40-yard touchdown jaunt for Mosier. It's a TD run, and wow, Malvern, they're on their way to moving to 6-0 on the season. They get a bye next week. Now, it's interesting how the OHSAA did that with a lot of the teams that have a bye. Remember, every team had the opportunity to opt into the playoffs. Some have elected to opt out. But the teams that receive that bye in Week 7, they have the option of picking up an extra game. But I don't expect Malvern to do that.
No, we've discussed it, and Dave Tucci, our athletic director, he's my nephew, but he's a Hall of Fame football coach. He's went to the playoffs many times here at Malvern and put Malvern football on the map. And he talked it over with Coach Churko, and it just would not be wise with the conditions we're living in now. You're always worried about injury, but now you're worried about COVID. If you play somebody and they have a case or two of COVID, and that knocks you out for your playoffs, and it's just not wise, we don't think, to put ourselves in that situation. We'll take the bye week, and I would think after having 13 days in between games, there'll be a bunch of Hornets to play in that playoff football game here in 2 weeks.
Yeah, and I agree. It's a different animal. A lot of teams in basketball, you elect to play the pigtail game instead of taking the bye just because, you're used to playing so many games and you want to stay fresh. But football, you're right, it's a different animal. And
well, we would never forgive ourselves if one of our studs, we got a few of them,
one
of our studs got hurt in a game that doesn't matter.
And unfortunately for East Canton, they lost one of theirs tonight, probably, I'm sure, for the playoffs, and that's a tough blow for them.
That was a good run right there by Vacco. Right up the middle, 7 yards.
And I believe that was wide on the tackle for Malvern. So a gain of 8 yards for Vacco. Three receivers to the right. Vacco will get it again, and he'll.
That's Sam Foster that time. On the tackle.
And Vacco's not the easiest running back to stand up like Foster did right there, but Vacco needed to, and that's about all he got, and that'll be the first down. I mentioned my partner in crime tonight, Coach Tucci, and I'd be remiss if I didn't give a plug for the first time tonight to our producer of the broadcast and my daughter. Coach, I'll hear it from the wife if I don't mention her at least 3 times during a broadcast.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yes, and that's Alex Strasser is doing a great job. So first down and 10, ball at the 25. Snellenberger in motion and coming in, and
that's Johnny Walker.
Getting a sack is Walker. Wow.
Like Sam Foster's right there behind him. They're just relentless on that defensive line. Any play that's taken a little time to develop, it just gets blown up by this Hornet defense.
Yeah, and it seems to me that each time East Canton sends a man in motion, the Malvern Hornets, they are blitzing off of that side that he's going through, and they're really running things down from behind. And you're right, a lot of quickness to linebacking position for Malvern.
So that's their best play. They just go right at it.
Wow, Vacco puts his shoulder down, and he will pick up. He needed 13, and I think he got about 14.
Yeah, right up the middle. And Dylan Phillips, the freshman, made a good tackle there, but he got run over, to be honest with you. But he stuck his head in there, made sure to get him on the ground. You got to get him on the ground, no matter how it looks. You got to get him on the ground, and Dylan Phillips got him on the ground.
Now, and Vacco, a gain of about 14. That's the biggest play for East Canton tonight. So 27-0, Malvern with the lead. And Vacco will get it, and he'll be dragged down at about the 39, a gain of 3.
I can see how East Canton's won a few games this year and played tough in some other ones because they're going to be a talented bunch. And when they get that running game going with that dynamics of that freshman quarterback, they're going to be a tough out next year. That's for sure. It's just hard to match up with that Hornet quickness, the Malvern Hornet quickness. That makes big play after big play on both sides of the ball.
Then you look at Dirk Hutchison for Malvern and see he's a senior, and just think if Brennan Betts, the freshman here, imagine him in another 3 years.
Absolutely.
Wow. Vacco again, and he'll be dropped by White.
Yeah, good. Bryce does a nice job going side to side on that line as a linebacker, reading the guards and seeing where that ball's going. He has a nose for the ball, and he's a sure tackler. Does a great job.
Yeah, and the D line for Malvern, they've done a great job tying up the blockers and letting the linebackers just run free. Big 3rd down and 4 for East Canton. 3 receivers to the left. That's dropping back. Walker in to apply pressure, and that
I think
pass.
he caught it. That's a good play.
And yeah, it is going to be caught by Snellenberg. No, excuse me. It's going to be caught by Austin Jones.
4th and 2. It's decision time over there for Coach Spyler Miller because it's 4th and 2. But you have to get this. If you don't, Malvern's going to have great field position. So we'll see what they do here. I agree with you. That's a heck of a catch by Jones.
So they will elect to go for it. Malvern really crowding the box. They've got 8 in the box, and here they come, and they are going to drop bets.
Caden Grinder, number 50. Great job behind the line of scrimmage.
And while Betts just had no chance, Malvern really loading the box there on 4th and 2, and they'll get excellent field position here, up 27.
Yeah, that play's been good to East Canton, but on that time, no, said Caden Grinder. We want the ball back on offense.
So Hutchison comes out. Seaver spread wide right. Ball down here on the short side. 2 backs in the backfield. Watson and Mosier, and then we'll have a timeout.
Yeah, we only have 10 guys on the field. That's not good. You know, we had 10 guys on the field, and now you have to call a timeout to adjust. So heads up by the coach to get a timeout there.
Yeah, but there's not a tight end and only 2 receivers out there. You did have 2 in the backfield.
Right.
I'm impressed with your math skills right there.
Not bad for an English teacher, right?
Coach, have you ever had your team take the floor with just 4?
Well, I've had them take it with 6.
Yes, yes, I have.
And some nights that wasn't enough.
Yes, one time we were playing, and I'm sitting there, and I'm talking to my assistant. It's like a 35-second possession. I said, man, this is the best ball movement we've had all time. He said, Coach, there's a good reason. We've got 6 players out there.
Yeah, it makes you look good.
Of course, the one who hits the 3, I pulled him off the floor. What a dumb he was when we got the technical. If I would have pulled one of the other 5 off, I think we may have got away with it. But I pulled the one off who hits the 3.
There you go. Now the Malvern scores here. We'll see a running clock.
Yes.
For the rest of the game, as long as Malvern can keep East Canton out of the end zone. And I know that's important to them tonight. I know that's been some of the talk this week, and East Canton's had their way with us, and Malvern really wanted to pitch a shutout tonight.
Mosier up the gut, and he's going to get.
That's power football, Tom.
Yeah, over the 30 to about the 28-yard line. That's a gain of about 13.
Yeah, Mosier hit the hole hard, but there's a hole there. That's a credit to those linemen up front. That's Steinberg and big Frankie McClellan up there, Peyton Davis, Bryson White, Stan Foster. I mean, I tell you what, those guys are doing a good job.
And you've gotten excited with the Mosier's ability to run between the tackles. Like you said,
big for us.
He can hit the home run, but he needs to get the singles and doubles as well.
Absolutely, that's key.
And he's going to
see. That's I don't like that. Sometimes he does that a little bit. Time.
Wow,
it works this time. But
yeah, he trucks 2 would-be defenders.
That play's designed to go up the middle, and he bounced it out. Sometimes that gets you in trouble. Gets a strong defensive unit. Good run, though. I tell you what, he's hard to bring down, isn't he?
He is running hard, and
We've had 4 different guys score for Malvern tonight. Dirk Hutchinson has scored, Noah Ball has scored, Trent Sievers, and Adam Mosier. We'll see if we can get a 5th one in the scoring column or if someone's going to double up tonight.
So first down and 10, ball at the 13. What a strong run there by Mosier. 2 defenders came up and laid some leather to him, and he bounced right off of them and picked up about another 5 to 10 yards. Power I. Hutchison looking, throws it out wide, and it's incomplete. Sievers, the intended receiver. Good coverage outside by East Canton.
Second down and 10. No big deal there. You got plenty of weapons. Tried to get Sievers in the end zone again. Let's see if they try to use Noah Ball here, number 7, on the short side of the field.
Yeah, and that's Schrader matched up with Sievers. Here's a pitch to Mosier, and he gets hit immediately.
Wow. Good defensive play. That's Mitchell, I think, Tom. Or was that Clark, 50?
Yeah, it may have been Clark. Yeah, Graydon Clark.
Wow,
yeah,
that was a good play.
Yeah, Clark's had a nice game.
What grade's he in?
Clark is a 6'2", 193-pound junior.
Yeah, he looked good on that play. He had a couple good plays this year, or this game.
Well, this has been a rapid-moving third quarter.
Yeah, I think East Canton had 1 possession. This is Malvern's first possession, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Malvern, they've gone to the ground.
They have. They got that 6 blocker in there, and now they're back to their spread. 2 on each side.
3rd and 13. Hutchison, he's got plenty of time. Over the middle, just throws it low.
Again, you see that? He had it on his back, but he's going through his mechanics right now because he knows. Dirk knows he's been well coached, and he didn't step through on that throw. He kind of threw it all on his arm strength off his back foot. If he steps through, that ball rises and hits 9 in a good spot, but a little low because he didn't follow through on his and he knew it because he started practicing his moves shortly after.
And Sievers was open, and that's a rare miss by Hutchison. 4th and 13. And Malvern will go for it.
Again, I think they look for Noah Ball here, number 7.
They can get a first down at the 3. Hutchison over the middle. He's got ball, but he is not going to get the first down.
Is he?
I don't think.
I think it's
Did he get it? He's right.
It's first down. No, it's not, is it? I think they started at 13.
Yeah. See, he's going to be a yard short. He had to get to the 3, I believe.
I think you're right. Boy, that was a good play. That was a good play. Good pass by Hutchison. Good catch and a sure tackle by East Canton.
Yeah, ball fought, but that was a big hit. I didn't get the number of the player who made the play there for East Canton, but he saved what would have been a 1st and goal for Malvern.
Well, the good news is you stopped them. The bad news is you get the ball to 3.
Yeah.
Against a team that's probably had 6 or 7 tackles for losses tonight. This defense has had 2 or 3 safeties this year. They're smelling another one.
Vacco gets it, and he'll power up to about the 14. So Vacco, a great hard run there up the middle.
I like the adjustments these Canton's offensive coaches have made. They know anything wide, and Malvern speed becomes a factor, and they're trying to stay between the tackles and try to gain their yards that way. And I think they had a little bit more success so far.
Yes, they have. The last drive, they got turned away 4th and 2. So turned it over on downs there.
After a couple first downs.
Vacco again.
That's
and
first down this time.
He'll get the first down. We're under 2 minutes to go here. Thanks for joining us here on KGP TV. Be sure to join us 2 weeks from tonight. Malvern will be hosting a playoff game.
Yes, South Central next Friday will play Fairport Harbor, and Malvern will play the winner. Fairport Harbor is coached by ex-Malvern assistant Cameron Ruff. Cameron was our head wrestling coach and assistant football coach, and he took the head coaching job at Fairport Harbor about 3 years ago. Has done a wonderful job up there.
Wow.
Social studies teacher. His wife is also a teacher. She got a job up there, so we're happy for Cameron and his family.
Mosier on the tackle. So a yard loss. So it's neat how that works out. Buckeye Trail next week will play Mount Gilead. Their assistant football coach, Coach Reed, is the son-in-law of Bill Starr, who passed away a couple years ago, who coached the Warriors, and just a true icon out there. So how
that's neat.
Fitting it is that his son-in-law will make the trip to Old Washington, where his father-in-law was a true legend. Yes,
yeah, absolutely. That's good stuff, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Betts. So Johnny Walker on the tackle. Will be 3rd down and 11.
Let's see if they elect to let that clock run down and start the 4th quarter on the other end of the field. Looks like they are. I don't blame them. Everybody get a drink of water, regroup, and play 12 more minutes of high school football here at Malvern.
Yeah, so Malvern able to put 1 touchdown on the board on the 3rd quarter, and after 3, it's Malvern 27, East Canton 0. Thanks for joining us here on KGP TV, watching us on YouTube and Facebook. And we'll step aside and be back for 4th quarter action. So Betts there on 3rd and 9, just really not enough time to set his feet there. And he has to throw it away, so East Canton will have to punt the ball away, and it'll give Malvern great field position. And I tell you, East Canton, a lot of fight in them, as you would expect, and they have done a lot of nice things here in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. They're playing pretty well on both sides of the ball here.
Baco's kick.
This punter's been good all night.
Yeah, wow. Hutchison has time. He'll pick it up and get about 3 yards. So get it up to about the 43-yard line. And the battle of field position has really tilted in Malvern's way tonight. They've had excellent field position throughout.
See if they go back to the base offense here, Tom, or if they'll stick to that power football that they wanted to experiment with to open the 3rd quarter. It was effective.
Yeah,
it was effective. Give that next opponent something else to think about.
That's exactly what I was going to ask you. Is that just something that you want to put on tape and make your opponent in 2 weeks, whoever that will be, prepare for something else? Mosier has it, and he is going to be dropped in the backfield for about a 3-yard loss.
Malvern's kind of lost that spark a little bit on offense, and I think East Canton has something to do with it. But let's see if Malvern can get that spark back and get that high-octane offense rolling again. I think that's important to them to get another score here. I think they'd like to put another touchdown on the board before they turn it over to the young guys.
Yeah, that was Campbell and Jones, I believe, with the initial hit for the Hornets of East Canton.
You know, Malvern only has 4 seniors. They're 4 good ones, but Malvern's going to be good in football for a long time. The junior high team is 4-1, and they're going to be good for a long time here at Malvern.
Hutchison will keep it and get about it 3 yards or so. So he'll bring up 3rd down.
You know, with the new league alignment for the IVC, the days of playing Ridgewood and Garraway, and those days are over, and that certainly helps the cause. That's for sure.
Now, there you are jumping the gun on me. I was saving that here because our next break. I was going to ask you what you thought about the new alignment.
Well, I didn't like it at first because, number one, I'm old, so I'm stuck in my ways. and
wow, look at Hutchison.
Unbelievable,
and that's a first down.
Tristan Phillips.
That may be the play of the night, and it picked up, 10 yards? Unbelievable throw. Hutchison was going down.
He had the presence of mind to keep his head up, saw an open Phillips, and knew he could get it to him, and he did. Yeah, I was talking about the IVC.
Yeah, I was going to say before we were rudely interrupted by Hutchison's outstanding play, as you were saying.
It goes all the way back to 1968, and as the basketball coach, I love playing Highland and Garraway, and I love playing those good teams, and you can really measure yourself. There's Mosier again coming to the right. Now see, he went wide that time, but he went up the middle first and then broke it out. I like that run. That's probably about another 15 yards for Adam Mosier. He's had a lot of success on the ground tonight.
Yeah, and he was run out of bounds by Mario Snellenberger, who has a nice game. And Snellenberger is limping, and that's one thing, East Canton, they suffered a huge injury early in the game. Snellenberger hobbling here. Remember, they have to play next week. And Snellenberger, he's going to gut it out, but he is hurting.
Uh-oh.
There's a mix-up.
Had the backup running back in there, Xavier Watson. A little confusion there between he and Dirk. East Canton was quick to make a good play on defense. And McCulley was in there, and Clark. Yeah, if you have a little mistake in your play, East Canton will make you pay for it.
Yeah, they've done a lot of nice things, especially defensively. So it'll be 2nd down and 12. The ball at the 35. Watson gets it. He'll turn the corner, and he has running room. Over the 30 to about the 26. Watson showing a burst.
He's been a star on defense for the Hornets as a sophomore, and with the graduation of Mosier, he will probably be the feature back next year, and he'll be a two-way player. He's playing a little bit of offense here, but let's call a spade. He's definitely the backup to Mosier. Mosier's our star running back, and I think we'll be okay next year when Xavier Watson has to take his place.
I'm just, being an outsider, kind of curious who's waiting in the wings at quarterback, and we'll discuss that after this play. Hutchison loses his footing.
Well, at quarterback, we have Tristan Phillips, who quarterbacked in junior high. He's number 21. He's our junior split end or a little bit of slot back. It could be him. We have a good freshman by the name of Mitch Miner, who just threw the heck out of the ball last year as an 8th grade. He's built to be a quarterback, 6'3", probably 200 pounds. And then we have an 8th grader this year that's going to be a good quarterback, and he's already about 6'2", 6'3", named Jared Witherow. So it'll be interesting to see what these coaches do with that quarterback situation.
And you could play a young quarterback next year, but you have a lot coming back, even though you lose 4 outstanding seniors. And on 4th down, Hutchison is going to be sacked. So East Canton.
Boy, give that East Canton defense credit. Nice job defensively by East Canton. I just talked to East Canton coaches. They up here in the box, and they play Smithville next week at Smithville for their playoff game. Smithville Smitties.
The Smithville Smitties.
Another green and white squad they have to play against next week.
I still think it'd be easier to broadcast that game than the Hornets versus the Hornets because
absolutely,
I'm used to just calling the last names.
Right, I do too.
But at least we can't go wrong. So 3 receivers to the left. Nice defensive stand by East Canton. Ben showing a strong arm, gets it out.
That was a good pass right there. Good pass. For the first time in a long time, though, he didn't have any pressure on him. That makes it a lot easier, doesn't it?
So it's homecoming weekend for Malvern. It's always good to win on homecoming and beat your rival in the process.
Yeah.
And there's Betts picking up the first down on the scramble.
Tackled by Johnny Walker, number 88 for the Hornets. He's another of those players that's excelling on defense. And next year he'll get to touch the ball a little bit more on offense, I guarantee it. He'll probably take Trent Seaver's spot at that receiver. Or Phillips is the quarterback. He can go in that slot where Phillips is playing.
And you have talked throughout with this game in the win column. They want the shutout.
They do. That's important to them.
Betts, fastball,
Nice
it's caught.
Is that McCullough?
And that's a first down.
No. 22.
That is Dylan Stouffer. He's a freshman.
Nice play by both, the quarterback and the receiver on that play. Betts was rolling left, but stopped, got his feet set, got his shoulders square, then he passed the ball, and he threw a strike.
And if you're a wide receiver, you love to catch that ball right in the breadbasket when there's a crowd around you. And this is Avaco, and he will get hit right at the line of scrimmage.
And that was number 70, Sam Foster, on that tackle. He grabbed him around the waist and swung him down. Good play by Sam.
So 6:24 left. We'll.
Who called that timeout, Tom? I didn't see. I think it's East Camp.
Yeah, I think it was too. So we'll keep here. Now we were talking about, the realignment and things change. You don't play the Highlands and Garaways, especially in basketball. Whereas for someone Buckeye Trail, as young as they're going to be, they don't play Highland, they don't play Garaway, they don't play Ridgewood, they don't play
Indian Valley,
and that's huge for them. But
they're going to find out, though, that Strasburg plays pretty good football, pretty good basketball.
Yes.
They're going to find out that Tuscarawas Central Catholic plays pretty good basketball, and East Canton's had some good teams. So they're going to join another good league.
And by all means, they know that, and they're excited to get to play some new people that they normally wouldn't.
Right. And I've always admired that gym. I've always been a fan of that gym. So I've never got to coach in that gym. So I'm looking forward to going down and coaching a game in that gym.
When's the last time you've been there?
I went down for football. Was it last year?
Since they painted it and put in new bleachers and stuff.
It's
okay.
nice. I love going in there and watching games. Our girls have played there over the years in volleyball or girls basketball. And, of course, I've scouted many games down there over the years. You mentioned Jamie Helter earlier. One night, went down to scout down there, and when he was down there as a girls basketball coach, and we stopped and had a couple of pops at the Deep Cut Tavern on the way home. Good Coca-Cola on a Friday night. You can't beat that.
And
I like ice in my Coke.
Yeah.
A big glass of pop with some cold ice, and a bag of chips, and we had a good time.
So there's a 5-yard penalty, illegal procedure. And they credit both teams. There hasn't been that many flags, as wacky as this season has been and all the restrictions.
We went through that one stretch where we had 3 or 4 penalties, it seemed like, in 5 or 6 plays. And besides that, it's been pretty standard.
Betts gets rid of it too.
Tristan Phillips, let me tell you something. Tristan Phillips, number 21, our junior defensive back, he wanted that interception. Let me tell you why. Because he's got 2 on the year, and his brother, who's a freshman, has got 2. He wanted to get 3. Believe me. And I don't blame him.
But, and I tell you, that was again, 55. That was Peyton Davis who forced Betts.
I remember his daddy played, and of course he played basketball and baseball for me, but he was a tough son of a gun on the football field, and we're playing Ridgewood for a championship, and he's out with a knee, and I kept walking by the bench, and I was just a basketball coach and AD. I don't know why I'm on the sideline, and I kept going by him on the bench saying, "You really not going to go back in?" And he had no business going back in. You know, back in the 90s, you could say that stuff. And I said, "You really?" He said, "Give me my helmet." He cussed at me, and he got his helmet and went back out, and he finished the deal, and we beat Ridgewood that night, and we still laugh about it. Things a little different back in the 90s, Tom. You remember.
Absolutely. I was just a mere child back then, but I remember.
Yeah,
well,
things were different. You could say things like that, and now you have to say, "Please, how are you feeling, buddy?"
5:56 left in this game, and things got out of hand during this game right before halftime, and now things are getting out of hand here in the press box. I'm merely Tom Strasser, head coach Dennis Tucci, and Alex Strasser producing this broadcast here. Thanks for joining us on KGP TV, and that's watching, and he gets a tough yard. Jake McCullough, we've called his name a few times tonight for East Canton.
Yeah, that was number 11. They got through there and really disrupted things for East Canton. That's Branson Wolf, another junior.
Yeah, Wolf and McCullough, you're right.
Did a nice job knifing through there.
And I tell you, East Canton, it's been a 7-0 game here in the second half. You're right, the adjustments they've made at halftime, they've paid dividends. But you know what, timeout here, East Canton, and East Canton would like to get a big stop here and try to get some field position.
Yeah, if they do, they'll get the ball in good field position. And I know it's important. They want to score. They want to score. That sets them up. You know, you got to play again next week for when it matters. It's really important next week, and they feel like that's a team they can beat. And Smith feels good, but East Canton got to feel like they can win that game, and they're going to try to play these last 5 minutes to prepare themselves for that playoff game. It's nothing like winning a playoff game, Tom.
Yeah.
I mean, you win a playoff game, that puts you ahead of the curve for the next year. When you're a young squad, if you can go get a playoff win, boy, that's going to really do big things for your program.
And for Coach Churko, here in the second half, Malvern, they've really totally flipped their offense that they normally run. They've gone more power and really working to establish the running game as well.
Yeah, they really have. And like I said, we're multi-talented. We can do a lot of different things. So we'll see what we do here on 3rd and 8.
And they're going to go 4 wide, and they have not done that.
Let's see if they find number 7 again.
I don't think this second half. Hutchison, under pressure, throws it up, but unable to come back to get it as Severs, and Hutchison didn't have time to set his feet there.
Yeah, he had a lot of pressure. East Canton brought the house, and they got through there and had Dirk on his heels, and he threw it up for Severs, and the pass falls incomplete. Is this our first punt, Tom?
I believe so, and that was James Kirkpatrick on the coverage there for Severs.
Yeah, Noah Ball's our punter. He's had a tremendous year punting the football. Not only is he a good receiver and a good defensive safety, he's a good punter.
Yeah, and it'll be McCullough back as he'll watch the ball bounce. But East Canton will start in Malvern territory for the first time tonight, and this may be their last shot to try to get the donut off the scoreboard. And we want to wish East Canton the best of luck tomorrow. And again, our thoughts and prayers with Tyler Hoover, that the injury he suffered, a leg injury, that prayers for him and his recovery from that.
Yeah, I talked to some of the coaches at halftime, and they said it was a pretty gross thing down there for the young man, and there was without a doubt he was injured.
So first down and 10, the ball worked at the 49.
I like McCullough in that backfield too. If I'm not mistaken, he played some running back last year and hurt us. I know in junior high he was a good running back. This year they got him on the slot a little bit more, but he's battling injury too. I don't think he played a couple games earlier in the season because he was battling some injuries, but he looked good on that run.
Yeah, Rocco's been the bell cow tonight, running between the tackles. McCullough a couple of times on the jet sweeps, which East Canton hasn't been able to run anything outside the tackles, but now they have him back there.
He's a tough kid, that's for
Yeah.
sure. That was a good play.
Yeah, and turning it up to about the 40. It'll be about a yard short. We'll see who made the catch there.
Noah Ball's on the tackle. 32, I think, was the receiver.
Nathan Salona.
Oh, yeah.
And boy, Betts gets that ball out there quick. A strong arm and only a freshman. So third down and 1, 3:35. Only thing in doubt is, can Malvern keep the shutout? McCullough gets the first down.
Boy, he's a good runner. Hornets are getting some of the younger kids in the game. I see a couple, just sprinkling them in here and there. It's 53. I think that's the Bossert boy, Kyle Bossert, freshman.
Yes. Yeah, you want to get some young kids in to reward them, and you want to keep the shutout as well.
Right. Coach Shirko is very good about getting the younger kids in when the game's out of hand.
And that's McCullough, and he'll be dropped at about the 35.
Another freshman going in, Ryan Runyon. He's the kicker, but now he gets some real football action.
Hey, kickers are people too.
I
Remember
know.
that,
I know.
Coach.
We love them when it goes through, don't we? It's going to bring up a third down?
Yes. Yeah, that was a 2nd and 8 carry.
Bossert was on that tackle. Watson's coming out.
Yeah, and bringing some out one at a time. And some of the Hornets getting ready to start to celebrate on the sidelines.
Yeah,
and
they want to ring that victory bell here. They want to get that win against their rival, East Canton Hornets.
Third down and 6. A low snap, and Betts gets hit but gets back on the ball.
That's Zach Babachek going in now, another freshman, number 56. Zach's going to be a good football player, going to be a good wrestler for the Hornets. Yeah, East Canton and Malvern, traditionally been they have a Hornet trophy. I don't know if you know that, Tom. There's a Hornet trophy. And it's been in the East Canton trophy case long enough. And our principal got on the loudspeaker tonight right about dismissal time and said, guess what I just got done doing? I cleaned off a spot in our office for a trophy. And I hope to have one there sitting there Monday morning, and it looks like we're going to get that trophy back. Now, with the COVID rules, usually there would be a race over to their sideline. The Malvern seniors would be going over there trying to get that trophy. And but tonight it's going to be a little different because of the COVID. They're going to bring it in a box, and our AD will have to get it out, and then they'll get to race around with it. But these boys want that trophy back in our trophy case. So when East Canton comes to Malvern in basketball, if they want to see the Hornet trophy, they can see it then.
So 4th down and 11. And
that's twice they've done that, Tom. Trying to draw Malvern off sides, and they get a little twitch on the offensive side. That's too bad for East Canton because the kid feels bad when he does that, of course.
So 4th down and 16. Malvern can preserve the shutout if they can keep East Canton from getting at least a first down here with 2:10 left, and East Canton with no timeouts. 3 receivers to the left, low snap. Betts lets it fly. He's got a man wide open, and he catches it at the 10-5. Touchdown, East Canton. What a throw by Betts.
That ball was right on the numbers. Right on the numbers. That ball was in the air a long time, too.
Yeah, and I'm looking. Can you see the
number?
Yeah, with the glare of the lights now at this time of night, it's possible we'll.
And an old pair of eyes. Could,
Defensive backfield. I didn't see who it was.
who caught it? Anybody see
On 30. 30? Oh, it was 20. 20?
Austin Jones, we believe,
It was Austin Jones.
with the catch. All right. So what a throw by Betts, hitting Jones in stride. And Betts will cap it off with the 2-point conversion as that pass is completed to Toby Schrader, the sophomore. So on 4th and 16, Brennan Betts took the low snap, got settled, got good timing. Well, he threw that ball about 40 yards, 40-plus yards in the air.
I'd say all of
hit
that.
him right in stride.
Beautiful pass.
And did it look like the DB may have?
He may have slipped a little bit. He may have got caught up in a little hitch and go. But I think the big part of that play was the offensive line from East Canton. They held off that pass rush and gave him time. Cause you're going to throw it 40 yards, you have to have time. And Betts capitalized. You got to give him credit. Again, I tell you what, I just think this East Canton squad is going to be a good football team as early as next year.
Yes. And hopefully for them, it can be as early, start things off next week. We want to wish East Canton.
Well, I'll be rooting for them.
And yes, and all the IVC schools, the best of luck.
I'll be rooting for East Canton next week, that's for sure.
The ones that are playing next week and
they'll be heading to Wayne County to play Smithville.
And the ones that have a bye and will meet in 2 weeks. So 2:01 left. We'll see what East Canton elects to do. They will do a little onside kick, and it is recovered by the Hornets. And Malvern should be able to run out the last minute 58 here.
Looks like we got some young guys going out there on the offense now. Babachek will be the center. Boston, another freshman, will be on the line. Frankie McClellan, the sophomore, will be on the line. Foster's coming out. Looks like Mitch Miner is going to be the quarterback, number 15. He's a freshman. Well-deserved 2 minutes off for that offense. They've done a good job tonight and all year long, led by Dirk Hutchison. And they put 27 points on the board tonight. That's nothing to sneeze at. And I'm sure they'd like to have more, but you win the game 27-8, you take that.
Yeah, you get a victory over your rival, and you get out of here healthy as well.
That's big.
And a week off. And
right. Manny Walker's the runner. He's number 33. It's Johnny's little brother.
Yeah. Now, if I'm correct, Manny also plays in the band. Was that him that we seen performing at halftime?
We've had a few kids over the years do that.
But he was in uniform.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. And Johnny used to be in the band. Johnny was always in the band. I don't think this year is the first year he's been out. And Sam Foster is in the band, number 70. We've had a few kids over the years. Zach Babachek was in the band in junior high, so they've had some kids multi-talented.
Do you have any musical talent?
Well, I do like music, I have to admit. If I could be Don Meredith and say the party's over, I can sing a little bit. Turn out the lights, the party's over. Too bad at all, good things must end. Turn out the lights, the party's over.
Oh, goodness. What a night. So 45 seconds left, and I think Malvern will just have to snap it one last time, and that should do it. Malvern 6-0 on the season. And now the playoffs will start. East Canton will finish at 2-4.
Minor throw on here to another freshman, Dylan Phillips.
Oh, Dylan.
He's going to be a good football player.
And he'll be dropped just short of a first down, and that should do it. So congratulations to head coach Matt Jerko, his staff.
6-0, what a season. That's a special year. You can win all your games and win your league championship. really happy for all those guys. They've worked hard. They've deserved it. They do it the right way. They care about kids. And that's a happy bunch down there. Look at them, Tom. That's a happy bunch.
Yeah, and they're going to get to ring the victory bell.
And they're going to get the Hornet trophy.
Will they present the trophy?
I said usually it's going to be different now because of COVID, so I don't know exactly how we're going to do it. But usually they'd run over there and get it. They got it right there. Look.
Yeah.
They'll hold it. Are they holding it or not? They're just They're just acknowledging each other.
Yeah.
They got the trophy. See, the AD's got the trophy.
Yes.
That's Doug Miller, their athletic director, or Hall of Fame baseball coach. He's going to give the football Hornet trophy to our seniors, and they're a happy bunch.
And they've got it, yes.
Yeah, that's a class. A lot of class by East Canton.
And how many years did you say they've had it?
Oh, they've had that since I played. So what does that tell you? Yeah, we've had that since that trophy's been around 50 years or so.
But East Canton has had it for how many years?
I think they've won 6 or 7 in a row, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. But you know what? That's a class act on East Canton right there. You know, that's hard to give that up.
Absolutely.
But they did it with class, and that's why you're supposed to be in a rival. You gave your best, and you weren't good enough tonight, but you're going to try to get it back next year. That's what you're going to try to do.
Yeah, so Malvern victorious 27-0. They got the scoring started.
27-8.
27-8, my bad. They got the scoring started in the first quarter. The 8:40 mark, Dirk Hutchison, a 58-yard touchdown pass to Noah Ball. The extra point was up and good by Ryan Runyon, and it was 7-0 Malvern.
Tom, can I interrupt you just for a second?
Yes.
We got a touching situation here, and I want the viewers to see this. We had a young man. I'm gonna have to say this. I hope I can keep my composure. Landon Robinson, a sophomore from Malvern, was brutally shot and killed in Texas this summer.
Oh.
And he just came to us for 1 year. We've had him for 1 year. He's quite a boy. He's a gentle giant. He's one of our linemen. But if you noticed, before they took this team picture with that new Hornet trophy, number 54, Steinberg, grabbed that jersey, 76, and he's holding it up because they wanted Landon to be in that picture.
Oh.
And what a touching night. What a touching thing for that family and for the Malvern family, because this Landon Robinson was a good boy and met a tragic demise down there in Texas, and just a freak thing. And this has been tough for all of us to see the Hornets celebrate with 76 on that jersey. It's good to see. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No. That's you couldn't ask for rather. No, thanks for sharing that with all our people joining us here on KGP TV. I was not aware of that. I'm glad you brought that to our attention. And wow, that is a very classy and sweet gesture. And I couldn't imagine, having to go through that with also one. It's tough. The Cambridge community going through that this week. A sophomore that unfortunately took his life, and it's
hard to understand.
It's tough. So, but I'm glad Malvern could honor his memory there. So thanks for sharing that, Coach. But Dirk Hutchison, as we said, the Noah Ball 58-yard touchdown strike in the first quarter. Runyon's extra point made it 7-0. Next possession for Malvern. Again, this time it would be Dirk Hutchison with a 14-yard touchdown run at the 4:19 mark of the first quarter. Runyon's extra point made it 14-0. Then in the second quarter, with 8:15 left, again, it was Dirk Hutchison hitting the homecoming king, Mr. Sievers himself, and Trent was able to haul it in, a 7-yard touchdown pass. The extra point was blocked, and at the half, it was 20-0 Malvern. And then with 9:50 left in the third quarter, it would be Adam Mosier who would take it on a 40-yard touchdown run. Runyon's extra point made it 27-0, and then in the waning seconds, East Canton down to 4th and 16, and it would be their outstanding freshman quarterback, Brendan Betts, who would find Austin Jones on a 45-yard touchdown strike. The 2-point conversion was good. Betts, the Schrader, as Malvern will head to the victory bell. And so that gives your final score 27-8. And again, East Canton plays next week. Good luck to them. Malvern will be back here 2 weeks. We plan on being here as well. Coach, look forward to doing that game with you. And again, Malvern will play the winner of
South Central and Fairport Harbor.
All right. Well, Coach Tucci, it has truly been an honor and a blast for me. Now it's another thing I can cross off my bucket list to say that I got to do a broadcast, and thank the good Lord, and good Lord willing, I'll get to do another one here 2 weeks from tonight. And boy, will the stakes be raised there. And this Malvern squad.
There's nothing like playoff football. It's going to be a great night here in Malvern.
Absolutely. So as we head out, I would like to thank our outstanding producer, Alex Strasser, for broadcasting this game. Again, thoughts and prayers with East Canton senior Tyler Hoover with his injury tonight. Our prayers are with him, and I know he'll come back stronger than ever. So Tyler, hang in there, my man. You're in our thoughts and prayers. And on behalf of Coach Tucci, I'm merely Tom Strasser and Alex Strasser and all of the KGP family. We'd like to wish everyone a pleasant weekend, and I want to give a shout out to all the fine folks here at Malvern who made us feel welcome, and the hospitality was second to none. Thank you so much for that, Dave Tucci, the AD, Mr. Scott, the superintendent. We appreciate that. So on behalf of the KGP TV family, we want to wish everyone a great weekend, and we will see you 2 weeks from tonight. It's playoff time in Malvern. Go Hornets.